Page number 7 and 8. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviyankaravavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Mritangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Good morning, everybody. How are you? Sometimes are you thinking about these mantras, these two mantras? Are you thinking about these two mantras at home or after leaving the premises? Are you remembering them? Are you meditating on the meaning of the mantras? Are you able to recollect the meaning of the mantras? Are you able to think deeply about the meaning of the mantras? Then our purpose of chanting these two mantras is fulfilled. Otherwise, still we are again in the LKG or UKG. Because Swami Vivekananda says, religion means realization. We have to realize. We should feel as if we are talking to our own parents, our own brothers and sisters, or our own family members. In the same way, are we able to convey these 8 prayers to the divine? Then we are progressing on the path of the prayer. If the prayer is sincere, we will feel whether this prayer has worked or not. We will have that conviction slowly. If that conviction is there, is not there, then what will happen? We will just chant them like a parrot. And slowly, when it is not in our mother tongue or when we do not think about the meaning of the mantras, slowly what we will do? We will just chant like a parrot without knowing the mantra, without knowing the meaning. A parrot says Rama Rama, it chants so much, it does so much japa. But when a cat comes, it goes back to its own language. It won't call Rama at that time. But man has to call that divine power consciously. That effort should be a conscious effort. Then only what happens? We will see, we will test whether this mantra is working or not for me. For whom we are doing the mantra? And the first mantra is for two people, for ourselves and for our teacher. It is not the teacher that who teaches our Sanskrit or English or other foreign language, but the guide, spiritual guide. Who is our spiritual guide? Until and unless we have chosen anybody, our mind is itself our spiritual guide. And after gaining some knowledge at the feet of the Guru, and we are doing our sadhana alone or in our own way at our home or at our dwelling place, then also our mind is our Guru. But we will also remember the instructions given by the spiritual Guru and follow that path. For that sake, for that spiritual development, these 5 prayers are done in the first mantra. Sahana Vavatu. May the divine protect us both. Isn't it? Whether we believe it or not, it is not the topic of discussion now, but our Sanatana Dharma says, the theory of reincarnation. Man takes birth again. If he does punya karma, he may get a greater birth in the next life. And if he does sin, he may a dog or pig. At the time, we cannot think, the dog cannot think, the cat cannot think about God, it cannot think about morals, it cannot think about the society, it cannot think about its own virtuous acts. If I do some punya karma, I may gain merit and I will get some good birth. It all depends upon the will or the karma. So, as human beings, we have that discrimination and we consciously do good works. But after getting some discrimination, to think about God, that is only the punya karma, that is only the right karma, that is only does good to us. As an intellectual human being, we have to think about God, strive for God. That is the common goal or common interest of mankind. Otherwise, getting some food, sleeping, or afraid about enemy, or sex. Ahara, Nidra, Bhaya, Maidana. These 4 are common for all animals. What distinguishes between us and other animals? It is that discrimination power through which we will seek whether man is mortal or immortal. Okay, for that we have chanted, from death lead me to immortality. Mrityorma amritangamaya, we have chanted. Here in all these 8 mantras, we are invoking the power of the divine. In the first 5 mantras, the relationship we are protecting. The relationship between the teacher and us. May we not hate each other and all those things. May the divine protect us both. Sahana Vavatu, Sahana Bhunaktu. May he nourish us both. Okay, not only protection is not sufficient. Our body and mind should be strong enough to think about God, isn't it? So, we are again seeking the divine power to protect us both. Sahavijam karavavahai. Yesterday we have put some effort to chant this mantra. And today we are putting a little more effort, isn't it? A meaningful effort, a meaningful prayer it has become now. True or not? That's why may we work together with great energy. The purpose of the human life is the realization of the God or realization of the Atman. In achieving that goal, the Guru helps the Shishya. So, the Shishya and Guru here chanting the mantra. What is that mantra? Sahavijam karavavahai. May we work together with great energy to achieve that goal. Day by day we have to become stronger. If we think we are bodies, what we think? Someday we'll become old and we'll die. But if we think about Atman, ears may wrinkle the face, but to give up the enthusiasm wrinkles the soul. You will gain the experience of the life. Okay, with those experiences, okay, you should strongly and more seriously strive to achieve this goal. That's why in our Sanatana Dharma it is mentioned wonderfully at whatever it may be the stage of the life. One can renounce the world for the sake of the God. From the Brahmacharya ashrama, one can renounce the world and can become a sannyasin. From the Grihastha ashrama, after giving birth to one, they can turn their minds towards the God. That is the teaching of the Sri Ramakrishna. He did not ask to leave your children, after begetting the children, to leave your children. But until they are able to earn their own bread, help them. After that, you turn your mind towards God. And for Vanaprastha sannyasins also, the same thing. What is that? They don't have any responsibilities. They constantly seek God. Okay. Here, may our study be vigorous. By studying only, the intellectual beings, by study only, they will think about the goal. And not only that, each and every animal also studies its past experiences and it takes decision. But the intellectual human being has to study vigorously. His earning should be very intense to achieve the goal. And may we not hate each other. See, the Guru is showing the path to realize the ultimate truth, to attain the highest ideal. So, we should be always respectful towards the teacher, the spiritual master. A sannyasin stands on the heads of the Vedas, says Swami Vivekananda. We worship and we give respect to the Vedas and Upanishads. But a sannyasin is beyond that, is greater than that. He can form the rules, he can change the Upanishads or Vedas according to the time, according to the need of the society or for the sake of the people. Okay? And all these 8 prayers, and we also want to know what is truth or not. Whether somebody are telling the man lives after death, somebody are saying no, he will not live after that. What is the truth? We want to learn. And we want to gain knowledge. What is real knowledge? The thing that teaches us about God. That is the real knowledge. It is not the mere book learning or compilation or collecting of the facts. The thing that directs us towards God. That is the real knowledge. Okay? That only makes us immortal. When we feel that we are immortals, we are free from fear and we are free from bondage. That state we have to attain. From that state, if we work, we will manifest that divinity in every walk of our life. Alright? Have a wonderful morning. Please proceed to the class.